Hello, Tamara here. Nice of you to join me, and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. We are now on part 5 of the Baby Bureau box and album project that I've been doing over the recent few days. It all started from my sister having her little first bambino, and I wanted to make her something special, so I made her the baby, the actual, because she had a baby girl, so I made her the girl one. So I also had the baby boy papers in the same kit, so I thought I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? So that's why I thought I'd do this project, this tutorial for you. Now, there is a cutting guide that accompanies this series of videos. The only thing I ask is if you use it or print it out, to please become a subscriber of my channel. I work really hard at doing my tutorials to bring them to you free, and every subscriber that joins, it really does help me able to keep on producing my tutorials for you. With the flip and the flap, I thought you'd have the one this side, and then obviously the one that goes underneath here, and we can do that as a flip flap. So what you'll need to do is you'll need your cardstock, and you need to get these measurements down. So for the longest one, it's 5.5 by 9.25. You'll need to put the shortest measurement up against your trimmer, and you're going to score along the longest part of your cardstock. You're going to score it at 1/2 and at 3/4, and that's going to give you that 1/4 inch gusset. One of them, you need to miter your corners of your glue tab just down to that first score line, and then put some double-sided tape on the valley fold side of your cardstock. Now this is going to fit into the pocket part of your page, so in here. So I'm going to just turn this round so that I can work this way. So this is going to fit into that pocket, and it's going to stick to the underside. Now you want to try and position it so that it is equal both ends, and that it is just touching that scored line, or just before that scored line if you can. Now we'll get it like so. And then you push it down, and then that will have stuck to that underside of that pocket, and that then also makes that pocket nice and quite sturdy as well. So that's the first side. So we're going to flip that over. Now you have a choice to make. Now you can either have it where you've got a flap and a flap over, or you can have it where you've got a concertina, so it kind of like, it will go on here like so, and then open up and then flip over like that. You could have it that way. I'm going to go with this little with like a little opening up, like a little flip and a flap that opens up. I think that's going to be quite nice. So on this one, you need to put your double-sided tape on the mountain fold side of your glue tab, like so. and then this is going to go as near to the edge of your page as you can. Okay, try and get it so that it's quite even, because you don't want to have a wonky page, like so. And then burnish that down when you're happy with it, like that. And then that then is a nice page, and you've got plenty of space here for your next page, so we're not encroaching on this bit here because I've given enough space in between. So that can come open, that can come open. Now you really now need to just decide what you want to put in here. Now you could have a pocket, you could have some what I've done in some previous of my videos is the credit style slots in the side there, and have pockets here. So really it's up to you how you want to. You can have maybe you could have two style flip ups here, would look quite nice. So what I think I might do is I'm going to have two pockets either side with some long tags in, and then this one here I think I'm just going to put a couple loose photo mats in there, which would be quite nice. You could actually also put something along here to keep them from falling out. That might be a good idea if you were going to just put them in loose. So this is what I do. I sort of craft on the fly, and I just tend to have my best ideas when I'm just crafting along and I haven't got a clear plan. So we need to cut this at 5 1/4 by, if we go by 2 1/2, so 5 1/4, let me write this down, by 2 1/2. So let's cut this out, and then so this is what I've got, and then this is going to fit just on the inside there. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to round these corners, so I'm going to go with the medium corner rounder, like so, and then that can go in there, and then we can just put in our bits and bobs that are going to just sit in there. So this, your double-sided tape goes on the mounting side fold of your glue tab, and then we're just going to put this as near to the bottom as you can and try and get it even either side, and then push that down, and then that's going to just sit in there like so, and we can have a magnet on there to keep that closed as well. So while I've got these open, I am going to round the corners of this little project, this page. There we go, so I've rounded them, and then that goes over like so. Now for our magnets, now I've got some of these. Right, I'm just opening that up. So this is going to go, so you can either, I'm going to have mine sort of here, so my magnet's going to go in there. So my magnet is going to go inside there. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape. it's just going to go onto the bottom and then the top one. 1, 2, and get your magnet, and then that goes in between like so, and then push that down, and then them two are stuck. Then you can add then your magnet to your closure here. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue, and that's going to go roughly about the middle, I think. So there, stick that down. Now my magnet, my other magnet, is going to go underneath. So I'm just going to get some of this construction tape. So if you can see what I've done, I've just put the non-sticky side facing upwards, and then I've stuck the magnet to it, and then we're going to move this over, get it into position, and then just stick that double-sided tape, this construction tape down, and then that's your magnet closed. Okay, excellent. So we can open them up. So that really is near enough the basis of our page. So we just now need to bring in our I keep saying double-sided tape, I don't mean to say that. So opening it up, we can then go ahead and decorate and add in our photo mats. Now what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to do it really quickly, and I'm just going to speed through the video because I don't think you really want to see me putting on pattern paper. So that's that. So then we need then to think about putting on our little pockets so that we can put our long photo mats in. So we need to first of all cover them, because the pocket I'm not actually going to have as a full pocket. I'm going to have more of a more of a tuck spot, but what I might do tuck spot on here and then a proper pocket on this side, so that you can see which you prefer really, than me just doing one thing. I like to try and give you different ideas. So for this one, we first need to put on our pattern paper. So the pattern paper will be 4 5/8 by 9 1/8. While that side is drying, we will go on and make our pocket for the other flap. So you need some cardstock, and bring your trimmer in, and if you cut this down to 3 inches by 5 1/8, like so. Okay. Give yourself a 1/2 inch score tab on one short side and a 1/2 inch score tab on one of the long sides, like so. So fold them over. And then you just need to miter the corner there where the two score lines meet. On one side we've got a glue tab, the other side we haven't. What we're going to do with that is we're going to use our construction tape to secure that onto the card. Let's stick this down first. So if we stick just the bottom down, so. You could actually round this corner before we put it on. That might be a bit better than rounding it afterwards. Let's just round that out. Yeah, that worked out a bit better. So stick your double-sided tape on that short glue tab as well, but don't take the backing off. So bring it down to as near to that line as your bottom here. Let me put some... let's have a look, see, maybe you'll be able to see it a bit better. So this is going to go literally on the edge of that that flap that you've got, okay, like so. You might have a little bit of a gap this side, but only about 1/8 of an inch, but that's fine. So I'm just going to mitre that top glue tabbed corner. I wasn't sure, I didn't like that sticking over. So that then is the pocket on. So I'm just seeing whether or not that is going to fit in there, and it does. So we're okay. So let's go ahead and stick this small glue tab down, like so, and then push it up. There we are. And then this side you can just use your construction tape just to close that edge off. I might have done that a bit too much. And just add that there. And then I've just cut that a bit too short. Just going to add that bit on there as well. And then we've got a nice pocket in there. So that's the pocket side. Now for the flap, you just need to cut it to 8 and 5/8. Sorry, not 8 and 5/8. 4 and 5/8 by about 2.5. I think that was 2.5. Yes. So bring that in again. So 2.5 by 4 and 5/8. And then you can stick that on like so. Again, don't forget to round that corner. Oh, there we are, like that. And then what you can do is, all we need to do is put some double-sided tape along the bottom. And then what will happen is when you put your tag in, that's going to hide that. It's going to keep your tag in place. So I'm going to use a thicker double-sided tape for this. Again, you can just put 2 pieces of your 1/4 inch together, and then we just put that on like so. Okay, and then you get your tag. If I just borrow this one out of the book that I've done, your tag then just fits in and it won't come out. So if I pull that up and I shake it, it's not going to come out because it's actually being held by the top of that double-sided tape. So that's the 2 different options that you have. Or you can use, so it gives you an idea of what you want to actually do. And then that's going to fit into my pocket like so. It's getting stuck. There we go. So that's in there. The other thing is you probably didn't need to make this as long. You could have saved on the glue, on the pattern paper and made it a little bit shorter. So it goes in like that. There we go. It was just getting caught on the glue tab at the bottom, but that's fine now. That will be, just need to move that over a bit and burnish that down. Okay, I think what I would do on hindsight is not stick this down just yet. I think I would wait and put that on afterwards. Okay, so these here, so this measures so this would be 2 3/8 by 4 1/2. So this would be the same, 2 3/8 by 4 1/2, and then this little one here, 1 1/2 by 5 1/8. The middle panel measurement is 5 3/4 by 9 1/8. Okay, and then that goes in the middle. I've got no corners to mitre on this one. That's better. Like so. The middle file holder measurement is 1 1/2 by 5 1/8, and then you just need to mitre 2 of the corners, so 2 of the corners on one of the long sides, like so. Oh, and you know what I haven't done? Inked my edges. So then that is that inside bit done. I'm going to use that. That would look really nice on there. So this is, it's 4 5/8 by 9 1/8. So round the 2 corners on one edge and stick that on. Close that up, and that's done there, that and that. Then we can get our bits in there, and then that, then I've still got quite a big gap in between there, so that one can go over, so this can lay literally flat. We've got plenty of space in between as well, which is good. So now on to the little flip up that we've got, the flip and the flap that flips up. So out of cardstock you need to cut your card at 11 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then score in the middle of the 11 3/4 measurements at 5 7/8. So I'm just going to use my, I keep saying that, I'm just going to do this, I'm just going to do that, I'm just going to use my Teflon tool just to crease that crease a bit more, and I've just noticed that this is not level, so I'm just going to score that crease line a bit more so that I get it a bit more level at the bottom. Okay, so can go onto your front panel if you want to. You could have it at the top and then have another photograph at the bottom, or you can have it at the bottom and have a photograph at the top. Again, up to you, however you want to do it. But what I am going to do is just round them tiny little corners on the bottom there. So I'm not going to come all the way down to the bottom, because what I want to do is put a little tab pull on this so that I can pull it, so obviously you can open it. So we could put one of these on and close it with that magnet, but the only thing is I've now haven't put the magnet behind. We'll put our little magnet holder on like so, but we won't put the magnet in here. We'll actually put the magnet under the flap. So let's give this a go. See, these are the things that sometimes happen and you forget to put things on, but more often than not, nothing is beyond being salvaged. You know, unless you've made a huge massive mistake, everything can be rectified. But I've always said there's never any mistakes in crafting. There's always happy accidents. And sometimes if you make a mistake, it's normally sometimes for the best, because you think, oh, I wish I'd have, you know, thought of that before I'd made the mistake, because it's actually worked out better. So we're going to put that like that, and then what we'll do is we will get our magnets. I'm going to put mine under this side here. So just using some of your construction tape, just stick it in place like so. And then what we'll do, before we stick that down, we'll get another one and we'll put that underneath on the back. We'll just cover that over. Now what you could also do, which would give you a even more space, is only stick down the top and the bottom and leave this bit underneath here open. That way you can get another tag in there, so it's like another little spot that you've got to put different things in. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to put a tape along there, and I'll tape along the bottom like so. Open that up, open that up, and then stick that where you want. I'm going to go that way. Okay, furnish that down, and then this, you can pull that up, and then we've still got our magnet closure in there, and then we've got extra space in here for bits and bobs in there. And because we've got that 1/4 inch gusset, that allows then for extra space so that you can expand, so you can put lots of things in there. So we've got this here to cover. This is going to measure 5 3/4 by 4 1/8. Okay, so that's 5 3/4 by 4 1/8, and you'll obviously need 3 of those. And I know this one's a little bit smaller, but what I'll do is I'm going to put something else there as well, so that I can use all of that sheet of paper. So I've just used half a sheet of 12 by 12 just to do that. can go just on the edge. So this is 5 3/4. Round that one corner, like so. And then I'm just going to ink those at that edge. Right, now you could have this as a tuck spot if you wanted. I'm going to try, but I think this might be a bit too small for a tuck spot. Let's give it a try. So we need it on that side. As I say, this was just a piece of offcut, so if you've got any offcuts then you can just do the same. So all I've done is put the double-sided tape just on the edge along the bottom here, along here, so that then becomes a bit of a tuck spot. So if I wanted to put, say, something like Sweet Baby in there, that's going to stick in like so, it won't come out. So we've got this here that goes underneath. So let's see if I make that 5 by 4 and 5/8, and that will go in there like so, and then it comes out this side as well. But once you get your little tab on there, that's going to pull out quite easily. So let's get the little tab. I'm going to use a different tab. I'm going to use a smaller one today. So then that can just fit onto the side there, like so. Double-sided tape. And that can go, oops, not there. I'm just trying to get it in the middle. There we go. And that will fit there. I'm going to round these edges, and then I'm going to put the ones at the top. Oh no, I have to do them now because I've done the wrong. I've rounded the wrong ones. Never mind. So we'll do it like that. And that can go in there, like so. And then you've got another tab there, like that. And then that's not going to then interfere with the outside of the book neither, so it's going to be just perfect like that. So you could put 3x4s in here if you wanted. So grabbing my trimmer again, so I'm going to do it 1/4 inch bigger, so 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then that's going to fit up there like so. There we are. So I'm going to do another one for this side, then a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 for the front. So 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. Then that can go at the top. Then here you've got enough space then to put a little embellishment or something. So with these, I'm going to bring out my tiny little photo punch. that punches the lines in the corners for you. And then I'm going to round those edges, but I'm going to do the small one. So 1, 4, and then that can get stuck on like so. Now if you wanted to, you could back that onto some black card. So let's try it and see what it looks like. Again, sorry, round them corners. And then that can be stuck on. Now when you stick this on, just put your glue in the centre of your photo mat, not around the edges, otherwise you won't be able to get your photographs in and out. Like so. So that then can go be stuck on there, and then you can put your glue all the way over the back piece, and then that goes on like so. And then bringing in those lovely stamps from Mama Makes, we want the 3x3 one. This photo here. There we go. Then down here, let's get our chipboard pieces. I'm going to put good night. That would be quite nice, just on there, like that. Stick that down. So that's the top. Now I might just put a bit of glue underneath that corner. Not the corner of the white card, the black card, because that's lifting up. I don't want that to lift up. There we are. Now these here, if you've got a small enough punch, you can punch out some cardstock, some of your pattern paper, and just cover those over. Now I don't know if this might be a bit big, this one. No, that one fits just nicely. So this one is, I think this one is a 5/8 size. But that looks, I'm going to put that side on. Although that looks nice, but I don't suppose, oh I could, yeah. Let's do the lines. So that's there. And then this one. Goes on that side. So we've just got to put our little photo corners on. And I'm going to round these corners as well. Like so. And then again, if you want to back this onto black, you can. So I need my glue. So again, just put it in the middle. Try not to get it onto the corners of this. And then put that on like so. And then you could put then just a in with one of those that come from Lottie, Mama Makes. She's got ones that say just place photo. So this would be a 3x4 photo. So I'm just going to put that there. And then do the same with this one. But this one I'm just going to stick inside. And then that can just go inside. That way you can put photograph on the front, but then you can also do the journaling on the back as well. And then that can just stick in like so. Now this one, I won't I'll cover once I've got all my other book covered, because I want to use all my offcuts as much as possible to do all my tags and things. That way I can use all my scraps up and I'm not left with lots of offcuts and things. So we just now need to move on to do the inside and the tags on the outside. So these ones measure goes in there like so. So for the photo mats, let's cut them out. So this would be 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, so they will fit there, and then I'll have another one down here. So there's those ones, and then this one would be the same. Just make sure I've got it right, and then that one can go on there. So for my paper, long tag pattern paper measurements are 7 7/8 by 4 1/8 and 8 3/8 by 1 1/8. So I'm going to round the bottom 2 corners, and I'm going to put a straight cornered edge on the top of these to make them look a little bit more like tags. It's just a nice quick way of doing your tags than having to get your dies out all the time, or whatever else you use to do your tags with. So I'm going to stick these ones down first. So large one at the top and a large round one at the bottom. So that's going to go on like so. Just push that in. There we are. And then these can then fit over the top. And again, if you want to back these onto some black cards, you could do. And then what I would do is the back, I would just put some plain cardstock on there, so that you can use that side then as your journaling side. And then what I'll do is I'm going to do this now off camera, and then when I come back I'll have finished it. Okay, I have now finished this page, as much as I'm going to finish it now. So just to take you through what I've done, so if we open that up and open that up, now we did this one on the camera, and then I went away and then I did this. So what I've done on this one is I've just added the same photo mat, but I've just put a border around it, so that gives you the 2 different looks as well, for you to decide which one you want to do. So there's one without the board, without the black matten layer, and then there's one with the black matten and layering there, so you can then see you know, really what you I mean, they're both very good, but it you know, it's up to you, personal preference. And then I've left the backs of these plain, because what I will do is I will add our white cardstock on the back, or if you have a white gel pen, if you're going to sell this, I would maybe sell a white gel pen with it, and then instead of backing this, you've got then a pen to write on the black cardstock. So that could be another option for you. So then all I've done is I've added a 6x4 photo mat on there, added a sticker that I had with the Bundle of Joy papers, just added that there, and again on the back I've just left that plain, but I will add some white cardstock on there, and then that just fits into that sort of little file folder, and then we can close that up and close that up, and then that's obviously kept in place with our magnet. And then we open that up, we've got our photo mat in here, and then a photo mat up there. I've just stuck in this little tag that obviously come with some embellishments with the paper pack, and then that's closed with the magnet. Again, I've not done anything with this tag yet, because I'm going to wait until I finish the book to use up all my scraps for that. So I really hope you've enjoyed this page as much as I've enjoyed making it. Oh, there is one other thing as well. On the side here, where you've got this 1/4 inch panel or gusset, I will add a 1/8 of an inch strip down that side and down this side as well, just to hide that strip. Then we've also got, but at a later stage, we've got the little photo mats that go into our side pockets here as well to do. But we'll do them all together at the end. So thanks again for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. So come and join me on social medias as well. All the links, as always, will be in the description box down below, as well as the PDF cutting guide link as well. That's also in the description box, as well as some affiliated links. Again, the affiliated links don't cost you anything more. They just mean I get a few pennies if you buy from those links as well. So thank you if you do click on them and buy from them. Really appreciate it. Until the next one, have a really good day, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.